We are live.
There we are.
So now we just gotta let it roll in.
Yep. I'm trying to get on YouTube on my phone.
Yeah, me too, so I can make sure it's logged in. So
I see us. There we are.
So I was originally gonna drink a Bang, but I decided to get a Monster instead.
Good.
Terrible. One of those the rain or whatever, the new one.
Hey, this always happens for some reason. Every time I'm with more people, like there's always that one person I can't hear, and Dad, I can't hear you for some reason.
I don't know. I even took the cover off my phone so that way.
I'm gonna have to put the volume on my phone over here.
All right, nice. We got 3 in.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you.
Angel, can you hear me?
Hey, Chris. Hey, Mike. Good to see you. Chris is moderating for us tonight, guys. Oh, Sergio from Texas. He just hopped in. Good to see you, Sergio.
What's going on, Sergio?
What's up, Sergio? Can you hear me, Angel?
I can hear me in someone's background. Someone dropped their volume.
Oh, my bad. Sorry. That's me.
Oh.
All right. There you go. There we go. Does it sound better? Hey, Dad, talk real quick. Just want to make sure.
Can you hear me?
Damn, I still can't for some. I don't know what it is.
Really?
Here, let me I might have to do what I did last time and click out of it and click back in so you can click allow me. So give me one. I'll be right back. All right, hang tight.
Okay, guys. For the guys in the chat right now, Angel's going to be coming back, but Angel hooked us up with another Californian. We got the California crew in here tonight, and that's Baldemar at Bearded Bandidos.
What's going on, everybody?
There he is.
My wife wanted to say hello. I don't know if you want to wait.
Hey,
say hi.
There's Mrs. Bandidos.
Hello.
Baldemar, what's your wife's name?
Judy.
Judy. Hi, Judy. I'm Joe. Pleasure to meet you.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Judy.
Hi.
So.
All right, cool.
All right, Angel. For those of in the audience in the chat that are coming in, Angel has a connection with Valdemar, Bearded Bandido. So Angel's going to run this discussion with our guest owner. And I just wanted to say real quick before Angel takes over, thanks again, Valdemar, for joining us. And thank you, Judy.
Yeah, of course. Awesome. You want to say hello again, just in case Angel wasn't able to.
Oh, hello.
Hi.
How are you guys? All right, so thank you guys all for being here. All those people that are in here right now. I'm not sure if Joe introduced you guys to Baldemar. But Bandido, I'm going to go ahead and let it off to you right now. Just tell us, who you are and a little bit about your company.
Awesome. So, name's Baldemar Baldovinos. I'm from the Inland Empire, California. Well, right now I'm living in Moreno Valley. And yeah, I'm the owner of Bearded Bandidos. So I don't. Did you want me to tell you a little bit how?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah. So I was in the military for 6 years, and then so once I got out, I decided to, I decided I wanted to grow my beard, obviously, because over there you got to shave. And so once I did that, I was like, okay, I need to try some of these, beard oil products, and so I started trying a couple, and after a while, I was kind of like, man, I like this. It would be interesting if maybe I could do something on my own and try them out. And obviously, I kind of started experimenting. And I mean, honestly, that's just pretty much how it took off. There was 3 of us in the beginning.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was 3 guys. Sometimes we get a little hyped up, and be like, oh, let me do this with you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's pretty much what happened. I had 2 other guys, and at first, they sounded like they really wanted to do it, and then they just kind of, stopped, because obviously, like when it comes to like a company or whatever, you got to put in money, you got to do designs, you got to do this, you got to do that, and so it was kind of a little slow in the beginning because when we needed product or we needed stuff to experiment on, trying different scents and stuff like that, and if you're trying to do everything, you're trying to split it, somebody might not have money and this and that, so that's just, so that just kind of happened. And then eventually I was kind of like, hey guys, if you guys aren't willing to really put in, or like trying to help me out, cause I'm trying to grow this, like I'm serious about this, obviously. And ultimately I decided to kind of go on my own. The guys were like, you know what, honestly, I just don't have time for this. So, we're cool. We're still friends and stuff. But yeah, I decided to go on my own. And my wife's kind of been helping me out a little bit, from the beginning.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah. So that's kind of, and then it's just been taking off. We started in, actually like in the end of 2016, it was, like the last couple months of 2016 is kind of when we started. And then it's just been a slow, it honestly, it's been a little slow because of the problems that I had, with the other guy. So 2017 wasn't necessarily the best, it took a while to really take off. 2018 was a good year for us on regards to like growing the business and stuff like that. So
that's good. That's good.
Yeah. And then we just kind of been growing from there,
That's good, man. I'm glad you shared. I actually didn't know all that stuff. That's really good.
Yeah,
so,
I mean, when it comes to, there's always like a lot behind the scenes. But yeah, I mean, now it's just me, so I'm working on it, and my wife puts in, when it comes to either cents or whatever, she puts in her 2 cents on it. You know what I mean? Just to see what she might like, obviously, because.
Yeah, because they have a different scent than we do.
Man,
think of other stuff. Yeah.
You're the ones that are giving you the hugs and the kisses, so you got to make sure that you're smelling good.
It's gonna smell good, yeah.
Exactly. So it was actually really cool. She actually came out with one of the scents, which was the newest one. It's the Gentleman. She pretty once we started experimenting, we knew we wanted to do another one, and I mean she hit it right on there, man. It's an awesome scent. So
what's the profile on that one, Baltimore?
It's like a tobacco vanilla scent to it with a little bit of citrus on there, a little hint of citrus. So that one's amazing, honestly. I love it. So she got down with it. She gets all the props on that one.
There you go. So what was your actual first scent that you made then?
So when we experimented, we did 4 actual scents. So it was bay rum, pina colada, citrus mint, and the lumberjack. Which a lumberjack was like a woodsy, type of scent. And those are pretty much the 4 that we started on. I had some help with the guys when we first started, obviously, and then honestly, it was all about experimenting. Trying to figure out what we were gonna like, what each of us thought about it. It was a lot. It was pretty much just a lot of trying to figure things out.
Like trial and error, just combining things.
Honestly, sometimes that's how it is. So like, oh, maybe this smells good with this, and maybe that smells good with that, or what do you guys think? And that was pretty much how it went down, and that's still how it goes down now. Whenever we want to do something, or whenever we're trying to figure something out, it's like, what do you think might smell good, or what do you think people would like? And that's just kind of how it is. I mean, just experimenting, and you either get it right or get it wrong, or maybe you added a little bit of this, too much of this, too much of that. Honestly, it's all you either get it right or get it wrong, and it's kind of trial and error, pretty much.
Trial and error and trying to get the right ratios, man.
Yeah, exactly. Because sometimes
I just wanted to let you know real quick. A couple people in the chat already have talked about how kick-ass your logo is.
Oh, thank you very much. That's awesome. I mean, thanks. That's honestly that's kind of like the big thing when it comes to our company is our logo. The guy that did it for me, that's what he does. He's a graphic designer. So I pretty much just told him what I wanted, and then he just kind of he came up with what we got now. So that's pretty much how it went down. Like I told him, okay, this is what I have in mind. I want him to look like this. It'd be cool if he looked like that, and I mean that's what he came out with, and I love it. Everybody.
Was it like the first shot that like the first one he gave you, was that it right away, or did you have to go kind of back and forth with him, like at this or anything like that?
I think he tweaked it a little bit, but I think it was like right on
point.
Yeah, the guy was just like, I fell in love with it, obviously, and I mean he gave me a couple. He did give me a couple of other ones, which I actually have. I still have them with me, and it will be released eventually. Yeah, but it's because I have this really cool I'll give you guys a little sneak peek. But
All right, here we go. Sneak peek. Here we go.
Oh yeah.
there's this really cool one that's, well, obviously I have the product in mind that I have, because actually I would like to work on a mustache wax.
Mustache wax. All right.
Yeah, I mean, not everybody, not everybody has a beard. Some people really like just, they like to do the little designs on their mustaches and stuff like that. So it's still on the works, trying to get like the, right ratios and everything, trying to figure it out. But I already have the design for it. It's kick-ass. So once that happens, then you guys will be able to see the design,
All right.
I don't want to show it yet, though. I want to keep everybody in suspense.
I wasn't blessed with such a great mustache. I have I call them 2 little lines here, but I'll try it. I'll still try it.
No, hey, it's the same with me. I don't see like Dan. Like you can tell you have a thicker mustache. You know what I mean? Some people have really.
I gotta trim this thing too, otherwise it gets unruly.
See, some people have some good mustaches. Mine doesn't grow that thick, so I just kind of line it up. I can't do that cool. Some people have like those really curly things on them. Yeah, they're able to do it. I can't do that.
And for a little while, I was able to get it out to here and curl it a little bit, but it looked ridiculous on me, so I trimmed it.
Some people pull it off, some people can't.
Yeah, it's like a hit and miss. You can either you got it or it doesn't look good.
I tried it. When I first started growing it, I was like, okay, I'm digging this. Let me try it out. My wife hated it, so I stopped doing it. Yeah,
Oh, yeah, I did it, and I looked at my wife, and she said, "That's."
Yeah,
I can't repeat what she said, but I think I need a cowboy hat to match that look.
Yeah.
All right. So I got a question. So what motivates you, man? What keeps you, what keeps you going?
Honestly, I'm kind of, I guess I would call myself like an entrepreneur, I mean, honestly, I had another business before.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I did something else. But honestly, that business takes so much time. And sometimes people aren't willing to and pay for all the work that you're doing. So I kind of stopped doing that. It was doing very well. I'll tell you guys a little bit about it actually. But
yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
I'm kind of a nerd. I'm a little geek. So I'm into like comic books and all that superhero stuff.
That's me, brother. That's me.
There you go.
I'm a kid at heart, man. So what I ended up doing was I was doing collages, right? Yeah, collage.
Collages, yeah.
Yeah, so I would do a collage of superheroes. So I would buy comics out of, let's say, a particular character, let's say Superman, and I would cut out pieces from the Superman comics, and then I would make this cool collage on a canvas. So it would be like a comic collage pretty much, and it would all be done by hand. And I mean, they were kick ass. It takes so much time, and I ran that thing for a while, and I was doing really well. I was going to shows and stuff like that.
There you go.
Honestly, it just takes so much time and a lot of work, and so I kind of stopped doing that. And then I was like, so what's the next thing? I'm always trying.
What am I gonna do? Gotta keep going. Gotta keep going.
We gotta, you gotta hustle. You gotta try to figure out like what's the next thing. Because
this didn't work. All right, now I gotta try this, and then
I mean that's just how it is. You're always trying to figure something out. And I mean right now I love what I'm doing. It's what I guess every day is just like it's a lot of work, and I got a full-time job. This ain't my full-time gig because
right.
I work at the University of Riverside.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm a groundskeeper at UCR, and so that's my full-time job. And then I got I go to school full-time as well.
Oh man, you stay grinding, man.
What are you
studying?
What are you studying, Baltimore? What do you want to be?
I'm actually graduating this year with my bachelor's in liberal studies.
Nice.
So pretty much to teach.
Hey, I'm an English teacher, brother.
There you go.
My brother's a music teacher.
Oh, that's pretty cool, man. See, like I'm more of a history guy. Like I'm a history guy, so
that's Joe right there, right?
Yeah. So the plan is to I'm probably gonna do art history, maybe film.
Oh, sweet. Oh, film, son. Hey, Baltimore, no kidding. I just developed a film course at my school for seniors. So if you wind up getting a gig somewhere down the road while I'm still teaching, we got to connect. I would love to talk to you about film, dude, if you wind up teaching
Ooh,
it.
that sounds
Look
awesome.
at that. Look
Heck
at
yeah,
that.
that's cool.
See? There you go.
There you go.
The bearded community, man. It brings us all united.
I mean, it's still. I mean, I'm graduating in this. I'm graduating in December, so I'm pretty much almost done. But like I said, I'm doing that, and then I'm doing obviously Bearded Bandidos. Trying to go to school.
Trying to go to school.
It's a lot, man. It's a lot.
Yeah, and then I see that you're constantly, you're constantly going to the gym too. So then you add that on top of it, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. I try to go. I try to hit the gym like 3-4 times a week, But obviously it's crazy, man. When you try to add, I mean, even just that 1 hour, hour and a half that you do in the gym, it takes away from either from homework or for something. So you're always trying to like figure your schedule out. You know what I mean?
Work around it, trying to now I got to do this or make up for it over here.
Yeah, just grinding, man. I'm trying, So like it kind of it's difficult sometimes to kind of trying to balance everything out. Obviously my brand, I love it, but sometimes I can't put like as much time as I want to, you know what I mean? Because obviously I need to do other things, and that's just that's just the reality of like life, I guess, Just
Yeah. You have any kids, Valdemar?
What happened?
You have any kids?
No kids. My only child here. Let me see if you can.
Yeah,
see.
Sergio. Sorry.
I want to show you guys my little kid if he lets himself. It's a little Yorkie.
Oh yeah, the little brown one, man. Yeah, I've seen them.
We just got him. What is it? And, so that's my little kid right here. To be honest, he's probably more of a pain in the ass than actual kids. I don't know, man, because he's hard to train, man. So, we've had him for about a month. But no kids. I've been very fortunate right now that we just bought our first home back in September of last year.
Oh, congrats, man.
Yeah, thank you very much. So it's just like just grinding, you know what I mean? Like right now we're trying to focus on school and everything else before we try to have any kids,
There you go. There you go. So what do you find the most difficult about owning a beard company though?
Let me see. Honestly, the hardest part is like keeping it real is probably just time. Honestly, just trying to find time to like put, just trying to put time to focus on something, you know what I mean? Because I mean, I can try and put like 100% and like do, all these things that I want to do. Cause I have a lot of ideas, I want, obviously I want to be like a beard soap or co-wash, you know what I mean?
There you go. There you go.
Growing that line.
I want more designs on more t-shirt designs, more all of this, obviously like we all want to blow up, and the hardest part is just trying to find time for it, So once I'm done with school, I'll have more time, and then I'll be able to focus more on more sense, because obviously like there's a lot of companies out there, and some, they have all these scents, all these things going on, and the hardest part for me is trying to catch up, I guess it would be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, honestly, it's like it's I guess it's competition, you know what I mean? Like you're trying to be the best, I guess, in a way, trying to really show what you got, you know what I mean? So as once I have more time, and I'll be able to put a lot more into it, because I know that it's a great company. Logo,
it's there, man. It's there.
I know it's there. It's just trying to push it to the next level.
Right.
Yep.
So Valdemar, on that note, I know in a couple live streams or just in random IG posts, there was a little buzz this past week about some members of the community we might be getting a little tired of the sandalwood vanilla, those kind of go-to profiles that lots of companies make. And I think enough of us who've been doing this for a while are ready to, we kind of are licking our chops at okay, what's coming next? So have you been thinking, when you get that time for Bandidos, have you been thinking of some cool, different kind of combos that you might be coming up with?
Well, yeah, there's a lot of like I don't just have bay rum, you know what I mean? Like I have pina colada, which actually it's actually very popular, and it's different because it's sweet. You know what I mean? It's not like your typical, I guess you would say, like some would like say like sandalwood or bay rum or whatever, you know? And the reality is, like, when it comes to bay rum, not all bay rums are the same.
True.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
You know, there was a bay rum that I don't want to say the company out, but it was like really, really strong. You know what I mean? And it was good because it lasted, but it was just like, I would kind of like, I guess I would get kind of tired of it because it would hit my nose all the time. You know, it was like really, really strong, and I don't like that. Personally, I don't like that. So I'm more of like a smooth, little. I think my scents are a little bit smoother. You know what I mean? So that's kind of where my scents are a little bit. But like I guess when you say that, like pina colada, is very popular and it's very different.
Yeah, that's a unique scent for sure, man.
Yep.
Yeah. So I guess something in regards to like those types of scents, I guess. I mean, not everybody likes really sweet, you know what I mean?
Right. I do.
So, yeah. So there you go. And like citrus mint is another one that I have. Obviously, it's a peppermint. It's a like a lime peppermint type of scent. So that one's a little bit more different as well.
So you kind of put your toe in the water already a little.
I mean, I think I would think so, you know, but obviously, like it said, it's just trying to figure something else, and I will come out with more scents in the future, but it's just trying to put these, trying to make these like the staples first, trying to grow these and make sure that people know them, you know.
Yep.
So just,
I got a like Hobo Mike saying it's, you know, it's not how many scents you have, but the quality of the ones you already formulated.
exactly.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, like I can sit there maybe, you know, a couple of weeks and bust out 20 of them, you know what I mean? But then they kind of get, I feel like they kind of get lost.
There you go.
So if you can like perfect and like push those 4 or 5 that you have, then I think you would be better off. You know what I mean? So
Absolutely.
I like picking owners' brains because you do have a couple companies that go 30, 40, 50, 60 cents deep. They're the rare ones. And then you have companies like yourself that do maybe 4 to 8 and really try and push those 4 to 8.
Yeah. And that's kind of been like a thing that I've been thinking about. It's like, well, do we really need another 3? Do we need another 4 or 5 different scents? And it's just like, how about and my wife says it all the time, like, focus on what you got, you know, try to push this, you know, because like she says it all the time, like, you have good stuff, like, and people love it. And I hear it all the time, like, you got good product, like push what you got. Once that's like, you know, right on there and people know it and people love it, then it's okay. Maybe let's introduce another one, you know, because obviously people are going to be like, oh, you know, you want to try, have you tried this? Why don't you try mixing this? And yeah, like I want to do all that, but once I get these out there, you know what I mean?
These and
just it's just a small company, you know, just trying to push whatever I got right now and just see where it goes, you know?
Yeah.
I like that, man. So, and then you're saying that you later down the road you plan on releasing like, you know, like a co-wash, you know, stuff like that. Now, if you were, will you keep it like the same scent wise, or will you just go something different?
No, I think I would like to keep it the same. Maybe come out with like 2 different, like maybe some of my most popular scents. You know, like bay rum. My bay rum is really popular. So I would love to keep the co-wash. Maybe like I don't know the senses on how like if people really, you know, some people prefer the bar, others prefer the actual soap, the soap wash. You know, I mean, what are your guys' take on
I'll be honest, I've never tried a bar. I've only tried like the liquid co-washes, so I'm kind of biased towards them. I've always thought about the pine tar, but I'm not ready to take that step personally.
You know,
I've used the pine tar. I like the pine tar. I like the pine tar. You got to get past that smell, but for
Yeah.
for the beard. It really strips out my beard if I want to, a reset for the week. And it's good for my skin too. Like I use it all on my body. Like I have like eczema or whatever on my shoulders back here. So when I'm at work, it really flares up. But when I use the pine tar, it clears that shit up pretty good.
Mm.
But for beard co-wash wise, I've only used like a liquid co-washer. I've used several different kinds of soaps. I've used the pine tar and a couple of bar soaps.
Oh, that's awesome. What about you?
I prefer like the liquid soap for the beard, like the beard washes and stuff, and a co-wash.
I'm the same way. I haven't gone on that tar way, so I don't know. I feel like
when I first started, actually, I've had like a whole setup of I'm now still want to do it. The soap bars, because I've used a couple of bars. I really like the bars myself. I just like, I don't know what it is about it, but it honestly, I think it lasts longer, but it's just like that smell is, I mean, the ones that I smelled myself, they smell really good. And it's just really nice to kind of, rub it in your beard. That I'm the bar type of guy. That's what
Okay.
Everybody has their own thing. So some people might like the liquid, some people might like the bar. Just depends,
Chris Burnett in our chat, who's one of our moderators, said he thought that Pina Colada would be an awesome co-wash scent.
Ooh, I like that. See what I mean? So that would be awesome too, And you'll probably end up the whole restroom will probably end up smelling like that would be pretty cool.
But you're right. What I like about that Pina Colada, lots of people do a coconut, but you throw that little riff in there, and that pina, like you said, it's sweeter. You get that pineapple or whatever else you're using to get that sweetness. And it is enough for a difference, I think, to make that, coconut scent stand out from others that maybe aren't doing those things.
Yeah. Oh man, it's great, guys. I really love the Pina Colada. There's a lot of people out there that like it. So I
enjoyed it.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. Although you were only able to get a little taste of that one, right?
Yeah. So what happened is I got the packages and the Pina Colada and the Gentleman both had spilled in there. So I was like, no.
I'm sorry.
What I did is I got the bag and I was like, smell it, but I was getting a mixture of things. So I'm like, but luckily the Pina Colada was a little bit left in there, so I actually did end up using all of it. So.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. I've been experimenting on the sample sizes, and I guess they're not holding too well. So I mean, like I said, like you guys say, it's trial and error, trying to figure out what's the best way to for samples and for everything like that. So I mean, at least I know that's not working very well on the sample.
Yeah, I've gotten a bunch of other ones too. Same deal where I'll get the sample and sample just didn't hold in place. So I'm like,
okay, all right. Well, good to know I'm not the only one having problems.
Yeah, you're not the first, man. I'm pretty sure you won't be the last either.
That's all right.
So Baldemar, this is kind of a question. It's not like we've been doing this a long time, but this is one of those questions I want to keep asking when we have guest owners, because I like to pick the owner's brains on this one.
Yeah, you do.
Now, I know you have a beard company. Obviously, you're making your own product, but are there any brands or products out there that you enjoy?
Oh, there you go.
I like this. Well, to be honest, I use my own product. So I don't know why anybody else will use any other product besides their own. Like, if they're a business. Honestly, I use my beard oil, my stuff all the time. But like when I was first starting out, I enjoyed Great Before Shave. I mean, everybody knows Great Before Shave. I mean, that's a huge company.
Yeah.
Which actually they're based out of here so that's really cool. Out of
they're right there in San Bernardino.
Yeah, exactly. But like I said, for them, their scents are a little too strong for my taste. Although they smell great, I think they smell really good. But I enjoyed them. It was pretty good. But that's about the only company. Once I ended up doing my own, I stopped using everybody else's product.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good. That means that you really believe in your products. I mean, that's,
it just doesn't make any sense. Like, it's just like, well, I'm not gonna buy somebody else's stuff when I know that I got my own and it's working well. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's pretty much what it is. I use my own stuff. So You know.
I like that one. I like that one actually.
Thank you.
So, what's a big lesson you learned so far in this, owning the company?
It's a lot of grinding, man. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of trial and error, and it's all honestly what I've learned, the biggest thing is you can never stop. You know what I mean? You always have to keep pushing. You know what I mean? You can't just let it. You can't really just let it kind of like sit. I guess you're always trying to push. You always gotta have to. I mean, obviously, you always gotta be on it.
Yeah, you got to constantly keep going. You can't. I feel like some people may get too relaxed, and that's where you start to fail.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, as soon as you relax, I mean that's it. You know what I mean? You kind of you have to pick it up again because like if you want to be on the top and you want to be the best and whenever you want to go up, you can't slack off. You know what I mean? So honestly, it's a lot of time. It's a lot of effort. I mean, it's grinding, man. Honestly, you gotta risk some, or you gotta lose some weekends at times. You know what I mean? For whatever it is, maybe you're trying to get down with a couple dozen or whatever bottles for an order or whatever, and it takes time. You know what I mean? So you gotta be willing to lose some weekends, obviously, and some. I mean, during the day, or during the week too. You gotta like, hey, I gotta focus on this week. Oh, I got a bunch of orders I gotta do. I gotta do. So it's a lot of time, man. So
when somebody makes an order, do you already have like a batch set up already, or is it all just like made right there on the spot type deal?
No, so how I usually do, I'll do a small batch of which is why you had the problem at first that you ran out. You know what I mean? Because I don't have, I'm not gonna do 100 bottles. You know what I mean? Like I do small batches, and then once I ran out, then I'll make another fresh batch. You know what I mean? I don't want them sitting too long. Obviously, you want fresh.
You want it fresh, yeah.
Yeah, fresh beard oils. So I mean, once one is gone, then I try to wait and till all of them are gone before pushing another one. I know it kind of sucks for some people, but honestly, if you need fresh, you know what I mean? I try to give you guys out like fresh beard oil. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so, who doesn't want fresh beard oil?
Exactly. You don't want something that's been sitting for 6 months. You know what I mean? So that's kind of what I try to do, and that's why sometimes people be messaging me like, "Hey, I try to go on your website, but everything's sold out." And honestly, you just kind of have to be patient, Yeah,
I know. I ran into them like, damn, everything that I wanted was sold out. I had to wait.
I'm already having that problem now, so yeah, I'm close down. I'm pretty close to running out too. So I've already had people telling me, "Hey, what's going on?" Like, but be patient, people. They'll come out.
Hey, man, Luxurious Bastard made a myth out of that stuff, right? You would think that would be a negative business plan, and he was always sold out, and people are always hankering for more. So.
Yeah, so that guy's killing, honestly.
Yeah,
he's definitely.
It's a good problem to have. That means your stuff is selling.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good way to gauge it.
Yeah.
Sorry. So if you make 20 bottles of oil and it just sits there, it's like, well, what's going on when it's selling out? That's good time.
I mean, and then sometimes, like in this business, you'll have some good months, you'll have some bad months. You know what I mean? Like there'll be months where I'm just like grinding all the time, boom, 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 and then I'll have maybe like a slow month, and that's okay. It happens. Mm-hmm. I mean, I think it happens with any type of a business. You have some good weeks or good months, and then you'll have some bad ones, and it's a learning process, and you just got to be patient.
Right.
I imagine this time of year is pretty good with the tax return season. You probably see a spike.
Mm-hmm.
People looking to spend some money on products.
And then, you know what I mean? Like it's just let's hope it's good. Right. Actually, Christmas, when it's close to Christmas and all those months like prior, yeah, they're really good too. So yeah, people stock up, and then wives want stuff for their husbands and stuff.
Yeah,
like that.
Yeah, they want to buy them, surprise them. Hey, here's what I got you.
Yeah, exactly.
So, what made you want to start doing hats? Because you just started that, right? Or did you always have the hats?
Actually, I had hats prior to this one, but they weren't embroidered. They were what would you call it? I can't have the word right now. I don't have the word. Screen printed. It was screen printed, and they were trucker style hats. And some people, I don't know, it just depends. You know, there's some people that like embroidered. There's some people that have screen printed. But honestly, I love them I love them the way they come out now, embroidered. I think they look a lot better.
They're clean.
Yeah. I don't know.
Looks cleaner and they last longer.
Exactly. Yeah, they look a lot cleaner. You know what I mean? But it was just more like I was like, I need to represent. I want people to represent. You know what I mean? Like, obviously, it's just one of those things where you just like you want to grow, so you're like, oh, what else? What else can I do? You know what I mean? That's
Hey, Baldemar, can you flip yours around for the people in the chat that may not know Bandidos to show them that kick-ass logo?
Yeah, I'm gonna help you out, man.
there you go. There's the two colors that are
There we go.
are out. But yeah, that's it
right there.
So we see the gray and the black, and then the black
on the inside.
Yeah, there you go.
Yep. I'm telling you, man. When I first saw the Lego, I just
Thank you, brother. And that's honestly the great thing about the logo is just that maybe some people might be like, oh, what's this thing all about? Just because they look at the logo, they're like, oh, that's a sick ass logo. What is this?
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah.
So I'm just very fortunate that I had a great graphic designer that was able to hook me up with this. You know. So yeah.
nice. Yeah, he's definitely you definitely got to get your designer, man. He definitely creates something great.
Oh yeah, if you guys ever want his info, just let me know.
I'm probably gonna have to hit you up for that later on.
Yeah, man, why not? Yeah, because I mean, I love your little logo, dude, for your reviews. It's awesome, dude. I love it. It looks pretty cool.
You know, it was actually some guy actually made it for free. Like I didn't even so on Instagram, what he does is he chooses you. Like you're not allowed to send him a DM or anything. Like so he has a lot of people following him. And then one day I just got a DM. He goes, I made this for you. And I'm like, holy shit. I'm like, wow, this is awesome, man. I was like, wow. I'm like, thank you. I wasn't expecting it.
That's cool, man.
Yeah. That's awesome because they honestly graphic designs and stuff, they can get a little pricey, you know. So
yeah.
It's really fortunate. I love it, dude. It looks kick ass.
Yeah, thank you, man. Thank you. Like I said, another graphic designer, man. These guys know what they're doing.
Yeah.
So, Baldemar, can you hang for the last 20 minutes or so if we just go into some general beer chat?
Yeah. Yeah. I think I should be good.
Awesome. Yeah. Angel, did you have any other questions you want to hit him up with?
I'm trying to see right here. I got a little notes here. Let me go back to my notes.
The man is prepared. That's the way it should be done.
Yeah, I was just like, as the day was going on, I'm like, oh, that's a good one. I'm like, oh.
That's why we roll deep over here, Bandidos. That's why we
roll deep, man.
Smart man.
All right, now this is a question that I asked this. So anytime I did review, I always ask the question to the company, but nobody ever gives me an answer. So I'm gonna try with you. From your products, though, which is your favorite one?
That's the question.
Yeah, because it seems like everybody's like, I can't say, I'm biased or whatever the case is.
I think when it comes to like that, I think maybe people are scared that they're gonna be like, oh, then maybe what's wrong with the rest of them? You know what I mean?
Yeah. And that's what I think too. So I'm like, okay, well,
right.
It's just a curious question. I'm not saying, oh, that's the only one people should get. No, it's just like for you, your preference, the ones you've made.
Yeah, what's your daily go-to?
So right now, I'm using every day. I'm using Bay Rum right now. But that's because I ran out of the Gentleman. So
so it's the Gentleman then.
But I love both of those. Like if I had to choose, you know what I mean? But I love the Gentleman, and it makes, I guess, I mean, this is a little cheesy, but it makes it even better because my wife made it. You know what I mean? So,
there you go.
But she loves it. I think that's her favorite. And the funny story about that, when we were mixing, you get a little cocky. You think your stuff is better. I'm like, nah, I think something better. And, like, nah, you don't know what you're talking about. And she's like, look, I'm gonna do this. Let me do it. And she started working on it, and then I just gave her, like, I smelled it, and I was like, damn, like, you got it. I can't even tell you anything. You got down. I love this scent. And then we kind of, after she got the scent, I was like, okay, can we tweak it? Can we work on this? And that, I mean, that's how it goes. You kind of start adding a little bit of this, a little bit of that, trying to get it, where you want it to be. And she got down. So I love if I had to choose between the two, ooh, that's hard.
Yeah.
But my wife is right here, so I'm gonna have to say the gentleman.
It's like, go inside real quick.
It's the newest one. It hasn't been out for long, but yeah, I probably have to say the gentleman. But they're both great. I mean, all four of them are great. But yeah, I probably have to go with the gentleman.
The gentleman.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for being honest. Thank you for actually saying it.
Yeah.
Nice.
But I mean,
Everybody get the gentleman, right?
what happened?
I'm telling everybody, go for the gentleman then.
Dan, I'm sorry, I can't hear the Dan.
What was the scent profile on the gentleman again?
The gentleman is a tobacco, vanilla, citrus scent.
Oh,
So-
yeah, that does sound good.
It's very. What I like about it is like there. I guess there's some scents out there, tobacco, that would just kind of like it'll hit you, and maybe that's why some people don't like it because it might be too strong for them. But what I like about ours is that it, like again, like a lot of our scents are very mellow. They're very chill, very like you can smell it, but it's not overpowering. Especially for those that like to wear cologne, or that want to, they don't want the beard oil to overpower whatever else.
Yeah.
They do. And I think that's important sometimes because obviously you don't want that. You might not. What you want is like when you're kissing your wife or your special someone. When you get close, you'll be able to smell the beard oil. But when they're far away, you can actually smell your cologne. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, you gotta be able to kind of balance it.
exactly. So,
What kind of tobacco are we talking? Like fresh field tobacco, cigar, pipe?
it's more like a cigar style. I think it would be. You know what I mean? But it's by itself, it's really strong. But once you put in the vanilla and the citrus, yeah, it mellows it out a lot.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, I like that tobacco vanilla. It's nice and smooth. Like you get the little bit of the bite from the tobacco, but it smooths out with that vanilla.
exactly.
Yeah.
Any you got any plans on making any bombs?
Bombs. So actually, I do have bombs. Like I've made bombs before, and they've sold out. They've sold out a while ago, and I haven't had the chance to make them. And again, people have been asking me, and like honestly, like when it comes to it, like the reality is just like it's trying to find that time to make bombs, because obviously bombs take a little bit longer to make than oils. You gotta melt everything down and everything. So I haven't been able to do it because I'm trying to make the bomb for the gentleman, the newest scent.
All right.
And then once I have the design on it and for the bombs and everything, then I'll come out with all four of them. And usually I like to do like combos. So where you can get your comb, you can get your bomb, you can get your oil all at the same time. But I know like during the summer, some people don't necessarily like to get the bomb just because it's just it's hot. I don't know. Maybe that's the reason. I've heard people say, "Oh, it's getting hot now. I just want to use the oil." So it just depends. I don't know if you guys are like that or if it's the same for you guys. I'm not sure.
It's my first summer with a beard, so I don't know. Talk to one of the other guys.
Yeah, I wear.
Last summer, my beard wasn't this long last summer, so I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, same way. Mine wasn't that long, so I don't know. So far, it seems all right. But then again, it's it's not 100 degrees out there yet.
What kind of hold is your bomb?
What happened?
What kind of hold is your bomb?
It's I've been perfecting it. So in the beginning, it wasn't as much hold, but now it holds a lot more than it did. So it's been like a trial and error. Like maybe I came out with it, and then I've asked people like, "What do you guys think?" And they're like, "Oh, it might need a little bit more hold to it." And then I'd be like, "Okay, cool. Like I get it." So it's been I've worked on it a couple times, and I think it has a lot more hold now.
Okay.
So when it comes to like organic and all natural and stuff like that, like the only problem with bombs, like obviously because it has wax and it has like all the other ingredients, and when it's hot, it melts.
Yeah.
So you might have some like what I've noticed sometimes. I've shipped some stuff into the UK and stuff like that, internationally, and how I don't know how they ship it exactly, but they might be like in containers and stuff like that. and it gets really hot. So like, unfortunately, they got in there and it just like it's melted, I guess. So yeah, when I ship it locally or like not too far away, it's not bad, So obviously I've had that problem. So that's why it's just a work in progress, It can get a little crazy with the heat here in California, so it just depends.
Yeah, particularly where you're at.
Yeah, it can get really crazy. I mean,
sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you there, but Sergio just said that he placed an order for the gentleman in the hat. Any word on when the large shirts will be back in stock?
Nice, Sergio.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Thank you very much, by the way. So this is the official new one, the new design. I've had the same design, except that it was what they would call, it was like inverted. That's what they call it. So the white wasn't coming out. I guess it was like the colors were switched. So now, actually, if you look at this one, you can actually see it a lot more.
Whoa,
that's badass.
That's badass right there. I think it stands out.
Oh,
yeah.
Look, my white. So this is the old design.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
If you look at the design on that one compared to this one.
Yeah.
Oh, I can see. I see.
When I first started, I came out with this one, but after a couple of times, I decided to switch it just because this one tends to look a lot better.
Yeah.
Honestly, and I think people like it a lot more. Sorry, I'm trying to.
Yeah. That one's kind of cool though. It looks like a photo negative or something,
Yeah. So
kind of has that kind of like a ghostly look to it.
Yeah, exactly. Like a glow in the dark almost.
Yeah.
Both pretty badass.
That's the design I used to have. Now I'm kind of going more towards this one, just because you can see it from far away a lot better, and I think it looks a little bit cleaner. I don't know. It just depends. Some people like the newer ones. Some people like the old one or the older ones.
I don't know. I like the newer ones.
These I don't have right now. But hopefully soon. I don't really have a date for it. But hopefully soon. I do have the older design. I'm not wearing it obviously, but well, it's not the older, but the actual newer design that I have, because right now I have two designs. And that one's actually like the front design on it. It's actually in the front instead of the back.
Oh, so instead of the back's in the front.
Yeah. So that's the other one. If you guys want to go to the website and check that design out. Those I have stocked up right now. These hopefully in the next couple of weeks. Hopefully, I have to look. I would really have to check. But be patient, guys. For those that are watching, this design should be out soon.
Yeah, I like that one too. Like, I don't know about the big logo in the front like that, but that one's clean. The way you have it on the side.
The one with the big logo on the back.
Which one? This design in the front, or
no? Like the way that one's set up, the one you're wearing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that one's cool. I like that.
Yeah, I agree with Angel. Small logo in the front, big one in the back.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's kind of what's that's what's hot right now. I guess.
So not only you got to make beard stuff, but you got to know your fashion trends.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm getting too old. Earlier, I think I told Angel, I was like, "Hey, man, this is lit" or something. I was like, "Hey, do people still say lit?" I'm not sure. I might be a little too old, man. I'm getting like my gray hairs. I don't know if I can say that anymore. You know,
my 13-year-old says it, man. So I think you're good for a little while longer.
Okay,
yeah, you're good. You're good, man. You're good.
I'm still hip then. I still got it. Hey, man, especially when it comes to like, designs and stuff like that, you really have to stay on top of what's going on. Because right now this is really popular, but I do get some people are saying, oh, when are you going to have front designs and stuff like that? So I guess it's just a preference. But right now I know this style is what's going on right now. People really like it. So
no, that's a good style. It's a good style. All right, let's see here. Hold on. I don't think I have any more questions, man.
Nice. All right. Well, let's turn it over. Whether we do this segment every week or not, it's just something I like to start off this part of the conversation with, and that's just the week in beards. What did you guys see, whether you're in the chat or whether you're with Bandidos or any of my co-hosts here, anything that popped up? I'm going to start off with saying I saw a Dan beard show live stream where he popped open a couple different companies' product. That was pretty cool.
No, yeah, I don't do that very often, but I was kind of excited what I got in the mail that day.
Yeah, it's like a little Christmas the way I see it. You get more than one product, you're like, I gotta show everybody.
I would do a live stream every time, but I don't always have the time for it. I happened to just get home from work and nobody was home. I was like, all right, let's do this.
Like, here we go, load it up.
I was stoked that you got some crushers, man. That made me happy.
Oh yeah, he had hit me up after the last live stream, and we talked a little bit.
Anything else going on out there that anyone saw that makes the
I got stalked by the Sasquatch in Vegas, but other than that.
Let's see. Jester's not here, but I think he dropped a video this week. I think he definitely dropped it since the last live.
Oddly enough, he dropped a video about combs.
Yeah,
he dropped the Combs video. Yeah,
man, that dude's grinding, man. He works a lot. Anytime he gets a video, I consider it a victory for him. You know.
Yeah, oddly enough, he dropped a video about combs.
Yeah, with his beard and his head. That's a very interesting choice.
Yeah, you saw him trying to comb his head,
right?
I dropped both parts 1 and 2 because I was so stoked about Hungry Wolf. I didn't want to wait till tomorrow to do 2. So I dropped both of those. Angel, you haven't dropped a video in the past week, have you?
No, I'm dropping one on Friday. Yeah,
Friday.
I just finished recording it yesterday, so it was one of those videos where I didn't realize I didn't clean the lens. So I recorded the full video, and then when I played it back, it's all blurry. I'm like, I gotta redo the whole thing again.
Sometimes you fight with that video editor and you're like, God damn it.
Yeah, I was trying to edit it, like make it more bright. It was a mess. I'm like, forget it. I'll just record it again.
I know
I
our
just dropped a
Vincent
review
Hall was busy
yesterday.
dropping videos. He dropped a hat sizing video. That's Rob Acker, straight bearded.
I saw that where he puts the pan with the hat over it.
Yeah, that looked
I
pretty.
didn't realize how big his head was.
Right?
I think his head was big before he got in the community. It's just gotten bigger, you know. And he dropped a review, but I'll be danged. I know he did Primal, but he did something after Primal. Rob, let us know what you did if I'm thinking of Primal, or you dropped. Oh, you did Lone Bear, I think. Yeah, you dropped Papa Bear.
And I probably should have watched it first.
I give you guys props for all your guys' reviews, man. It seems like it's a lot of work, editing and doing all that thing. That looks hard. I don't know how to do any of that stuff, which is why I've never got into it. But I know there's like, you guys like I've seen some of your guys' reviews with like the music and your logos coming out, and that's a lot of work, man. I don't like I can do social media and little things like that, but like I can't go full on editing and doing all these crazy things. That looks insane. I can't do none of that. So props to you guys, because I can't do that to save my life, man.
I do it all. I do it all from my iPhone too.
Yeah,
oh, really?
Yeah, Dan's is all from his iPhone.
But just like you, none of us are none of us are getting rich doing this. It's just that passion. We just do it because we love the community, and it's a little role that we can have. And but thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you. And same way, just trial and error. The more you're doing it, the better you start getting at it, and that's same deal. So
same thing with doing like your beard oils. Like I wouldn't want to mess with that. Like I'd have a disaster on my hands.
Yeah.
And it is a lot of that, a lot of like, oh man, and a lot of product wasted, honestly, when it comes to trying out new scents and stuff like that. I mean, it comes with the territory, you end up getting rid of a lot of oil because you're testing, but that's just the way it is, a lot of bottles that get, can't use anymore. It's a lot of that, but yeah, it's a trial and error.
Whenever you let's say you're done with the oil, like how long before you put it, like you try it out in your actual beard before you say, okay, it's done, it's set?
Well, now since I've mastered it, now it's like I know exactly what goes in it and how it goes in it. So it honestly, it doesn't take as long, because I actually have like what would you call it? Like an ingredients list. You know what I mean? So I know how much of everything to put
Little
out.
scientist.
Yeah, weigh it in. Now, you weigh it and you do all these things. So it's a lot faster now. I don't know the time frame. It just depends. But yeah, like obviously when I first started, I mean, it would take me hours, you know, like trying to figure it out and how much do I put of this, how much do I, you know? But now that I know, I just look at my ingredients list and I'm like, okay, boop, 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 like right away, you know, I'm able to kind of, you know, grind it out.
There you go.
It's
There you go.
It's a lot easier.
All right. I think, you know, because I know my boys out in Cali, Nevada, have some things they have to attend to. We're about 5 of 10 out here on the East Coast. I think this would be a good place to wrap it up. Bandidos, Valdemar, thank you so much for coming on, man. It was great learning about your company. Great getting to know you.
Yeah, thanks for coming on.
Hey, no, thank you, guys. Thank you all very much for, you know, for this opportunity and getting to know you guys a little bit more. You know, it's a little crazy. You know, it's a little easier sometimes to do it like, you know, your messaging and stuff like that. But once you do it, like it's
like
just
face to face. You break down like that.
And so thank you guys very much, and it was really nice to know pretty much all of you. So
yeah, man.
I know.
Good to talk to you.
Yeah. Throw your website out there and your Instagram. I know we live in a Google world and guys could look that up, but while we still got you, throw those out there real quick, please.
So my Instagram is @beardedbandidos. Pretty simple. And then if you guys want to go on my shop, there's a link on there. But if you don't, it's beardedbandidos.bigcartel.com. And check us out. Thank you guys for the opportunity.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, definitely check them out, man. Check them out. Get yourself some hats, little combs, some oils,
t-shirts,
you name it.
And to all our people in the chat, thank you very much for attending tonight. We know Wednesday's a tough night to do one of these, but we appreciate it. Guys, anything else you want to say before I close it down?
I just want to say thank you guys, all of you guys who have joined, and once again, Valdemar, thank you, man, for actually, you know, willing to do this with us. You know, this is actually fun. I'm looking forward to do more of these, and we're definitely going to talk, me and you. And but to everybody else in the chat, thank you guys for tuning into this.
Yeah, thank you guys for showing up and sharing that we're going to be out on Wednesday nights. And you know, it's a tough night for us, but it feels like a good night because we're not conflicting with anybody else's streams that they got going on too.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Thank you guys very much.
Guys. Chat, Valdemar, everyone have a great night. Take care.
Here, dude, out.
See you guys later.
Later, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, so should